If you have two players who are the exact same in level, but one has a 3.0 and one has a 3.5, which one would the college coach pick? I'm the college soccer guy. I help you play college soccer, and we're going to hear right now from a college coach and get their exact opinion. Let's say you've got two girls, one's 3.0, one's a 3.5. They're the exact same level. Who would you pick?
Well, which one do you think is going to get more academic scholarship? If they're the same level, which one am I going to have to pay less for, out of athletic? Because we stack, we can do academic and athletic. So if I take a player that has a 3.5 and has a really good SAT, ACT score and is going to qualify for more academic aid, that makes sense. And it's not to say that I might not offer the other player, but that's a decision that I would have to make on how much scholarship.
So what she's really saying is, if you have better grades, especially at 3.5 and above for a school like Wingate, you could get a lot of academic money, which would be awesome, right? Because if you get a lot of academic money, she's saying, not only can I entice you to my school because I can find out how much money you're going to get before arriving. That's what a pre-read is for. And then I can say to you, look, I can now get you as a player. I don't have to get you any money because who cares where the money comes from, whether it's academic or athletic, money is money. And then I can go get another player who maybe has a 3.0 who doesn't have the grades, but because you're the one with the good grades, you're easier to recruit. So let's say you don't need a scholarship. Okay, great. You don't need a scholarship. The more important thing then is that you're making the coach's life easier by having better grades. And then of course, you're going to get more money. So if you want more scholarship, academics are the most important. And you can tell there are some girls who, depending on what school you go to, and boys, that you're not going to get in without the coach's help, right? They're going to have to help you through admissions. But once they help you through admissions, because you have a good GPA or an SAT score, you might get academic aid. So while it's not a soccer athletic scholarship, your academic scholarship could largely be because of soccer. And so that's why, like in my case, when I post my students and say, this student received this much scholarship, it's a D3 school. Well, if it wasn't for soccer, there's a very good chance they wouldn't have ever been able to play at that school because their grades were good, but maybe they weren't just going to get admitted, and the school got them admitted. And now they have a soccer scholarship. Now it's not athletic scholarship. It's technically academic on paper, but who cares where the money comes from as long as you get a scholarship, if that's what you want. Now, if you don't care about the scholarship, which for some of you isn't the factor, then you have to look at it as a message. Meaning, if they give you a scholarship, whether it be academic or athletic, it's the coach's way of telling you, we value you. We think you're going to start. We think you're going to play your freshman year. So you want to get scholarship, not just for the money aspect, but for the sake that it's a message. The coaches can tell you all they want. Yeah, you're going to start, but put your money where your mouth is. If you really think I'm so great, get me more money. And if that means getting me into the school so I can get academic aid or giving you some athletic money, then you kind of really know where the coach stands. For example, in my case, I got a full ride scholarship to Valpo, but half of it was academic and half of it was athletic. And the coach was able to do that because he's like, I know you're going to get half academic and I really like you, so I'm going to give you the rest in athletic. And that turns it into a full ride.